In the tapestry of love and devotion, it's often the smallest stitches that weave the strongest bonds. From impromptu foot rubs to leaving the last spoonful of ice cream untouched, gestures of affection speak volumes in the language of relationships. Among these tender acts lies a story of understanding, adaptation, and unwavering support. Join us as we delve into the heartwarming narrative of love's little gestures, where each action paints a picture of devotion, one thoughtful moment at a time. 1. Knowing her favorite flower. Knowing her favorite flower, the vibrant petals of the sunflower, brightened his every gesture. He sought out its golden hues in every bouquet, a silent ode to her radiant spirit. With each bloom, he whispered secrets of admiration, weaving affection into every stem. In the language of flowers, he found solace, expressing sentiments too tender for words. And as she beheld each sun-kissed blossom, she glimpsed the depths of his devotion, painted in the petals of her beloved flower. 2. Do you ring things on television that you think she'd like? Recording shows on TV that you believe would capture her interest became a thoughtful routine. Each selected program was a potential shared experience, a glimpse into her world. As he programmed the DVR, he envisioned her laughter, her intrigue, her joy. In this digital archive, he curated a mosaic of her tastes, a reflection of his eagerness to connect. And when they finally sat together, the flickering screen illuminated not just the storyline, but the unspoken bond woven through their shared watch list. 3. Picking up tampons from the grocery store. Grabbing tampons from the grocery store without hesitation or embarrassment became second nature. It was a simple act of care, a testament to his understanding and support. In the aisles lined with everyday necessities, he sought out her preferred brand, mindful of her comfort. There was no awkwardness, only a quiet acknowledgement of her needs. And as he placed the box in the shopping cart, he affirmed his commitment to standing by her side, even in the most mundane moments. 4. Making food for her when she's sick. Preparing nourishing meals for her when illness struck became a tender ritual. In the kitchen, he transformed ingredients into comforting remedies, crafting dishes infused with warmth and care. Each spoonful was a gesture of love, aimed at soothing her discomfort and lifting her spirits. As the aroma of homemade soup filled the air, it carried with it the promise of healing and support. In these simple acts of culinary kindness, he found solace, knowing that his efforts brought her a measure of comfort during her time of need. 5. Being willing to pick her up at the airport, even if you don't have a car. Offering to pick her up from the airport, even in the absence of a vehicle, showcased his unwavering dedication. He arranged alternative transportation, whether it be a rental or a rideshare, ensuring her arrival was met with a familiar face and open arms. It was a gesture beyond convenience. It spoke volumes of his commitment and prioritization of her well-being. As he waited eagerly at the arrival gate, his presence spoke louder than any words, a silent reassurance of his steadfast support and love. 6. Caring about her friends when they have love woes and giving them the male point of view. Showing genuine concern for her friends during times of romantic turmoil, he offered them a unique perspective from a male standpoint. He listened attentively, providing insights and understanding that bridged the gap between genders. With empathy and sincerity, he navigated the complexities of their emotions, offering wisdom and comfort. His willingness to engage, to share his insights, not only demonstrated his empathy but also underscored his commitment to her circle of friends. In these moments of vulnerability, he stood as a pillar of support, offering a different lens through which they could navigate their love woes. 7. Lying on her side of the bed to keep it warm for her. Taking the simple yet thoughtful act of lying on her side of the bed to keep it warm showcased his attentiveness to her comfort. In those moments before she returned, he enveloped her space with his presence, imbuing it with warmth and anticipation. It wasn't merely about maintaining the temperature of the sheets, but about creating a welcoming haven for her to nestle into after a long day. In this gesture, he whispered his longing for her, his desire to cocoon her in love and care. It was a silent declaration of his commitment to nurturing their shared space, one cozy corner at a time. 8. Impromptu foot rubs. Surprising her with impromptu foot rubs became his way of showing affection without words. As he gently kneaded away the tension in her tired feet, he communicated his love through touch. Each stroke spoke volumes, conveying his desire to provide comfort and relaxation. It wasn't just about relieving physical fatigue, but about offering a moment of intimacy and connection. In these spontaneous acts of care, he found joy in bringing her solace, in creating a sanctuary where she could unwind and feel cherished. 9. Impromptu oral sex. Initiating impromptu oral pleasure became his intimate expression of desire and affection. With a tender touch and passionate intent, he conveyed his deep longing for her in a way that transcended words. In those spontaneous moments of intimacy, he focused solely on her pleasure, reveling in the connection they shared. It wasn't just about physical gratification, but about expressing his adoration and devotion in the most intimate of gestures. Through his actions, he whispered his love, igniting sparks of passion that illuminated their shared journey of pleasure and intimacy. 10. Bringing a pint of her favorite ice cream home. Surprising her with a pint of her favorite ice cream became a delightful gesture, a sweet reminder of his thoughtfulness. With each scoop, he indulged her palate and warmed her heart, knowing that even the simplest of treats could bring immense joy. It wasn't just about the ice cream itself, but about the love and care he poured into each scoop. In that moment, he showed her that he remembered her preferences, her cravings, and took delight in fulfilling them. It was a small gesture with big impact, a token of his affection that melted away any worries or stresses of the day. 11. Not finishing the last of the ice cream because you know she'll want to finish it. Leaving the last of the ice cream untouched showcased his consideration and anticipation of her desires. In that small act of restraint, he preserved the pleasure of sharing the final indulgence with her. It wasn't just about saving a scoop, it was about savoring the moment together, knowing that her enjoyment was as important as his own. With each untouched spoonful, he signaled his willingness to put her needs before his own, finding fulfillment in the joy of giving. It was a gesture that spoke volumes of his love and commitment, a sweet promise of shared delights yet to come. 12. Making spaghetti sauce without meatballs forevermore because she's a vegetarian. Forever omitting meatballs from spaghetti sauce showcased his unwavering support for her vegetarian lifestyle. In this culinary adaptation, he embraced her dietary choice with open arms, showing respect for her values and preferences. Each simmering pot of sauce became a symbol of his commitment to their shared journey, a flavorful reminder of their unity and understanding. It wasn't just about modifying a recipe. It was about honoring her choices and making her feel valued and respected. Through this simple yet meaningful adjustment, he nourished not just her body, but also their bond, infusing every savory spoonful with love and consideration.